What's up, guys? So in this video, we're gonna talk about how to hire a coach and how to make a decision between, this coach or that coach or all the different people who are vying for your services. So stay tuned. We're gonna go through this in this video. What's up, guys? Terrence Chister here, teaching you how to build wildly profitable online businesses. Now in this video, we're gonna talk about how to hire a coach. And this is kind of an interesting topic because I've had a lot of coaches, I've spent a ton of money on them, and it was always really frustrating and confusing to me on how to decide, right? Because there's so many people offering you to help and build your service and stuff like that, but there's very few who are actually qualified, right? So what I wanna go through in this video is 3 or 4 points that you can 100% use to make sure you're hiring the right coach and to kind of push everyone else to the side. If any of these points are not met, they are disqualified to hire as your coach, in my opinion, and you shouldn't hire them. So let's just kind of start at the top. The first one is really simple. Have they done what you're trying to do? You need to think of business, and Isaiah, if you just blow this up on the video, when you think of business, guys, think of it as playing the lottery or gambling. Could you hire someone who's never done what you're trying to do and possibly help you? So say they are a multimillionaire, but they've never actually built a bakery, and they've done real estate or something random. Could they help you? Probably. Will they have some insights? Yeah. But is it more likely than hiring someone who's actually been successful at the same thing you're asking for help on, right? So one of the biggest mistakes I made when I started hiring coaches is I hire guys who made a lot of money, but they didn't do what I was trying to do. So I was trying to build a massive online fitness business, and all the coaches I was hiring had built businesses from guys like me. So they hadn't actually made a bunch of money building a fitness business. They made a bunch of money hiring guys like me, or getting me to pay them. And that's why it was confusing. It a lot of times didn't work because they couldn't give me actual advice on fitness. Okay, so the first thing to qualify is find out, have they done what you're trying to do at the level you're trying to do it at? So I'm not talking they made $10,000 before. I'm talking if you want to have a 7-figure business or a 6-figure business minimum, have they at least hit that revenue level? If they haven't, then the chances are they probably can't help you. Second thing is once you've qualified, they've done what you're trying to do. Okay, so you have your pool here, you've narrowed it down, these people have done what you're trying to do. 2 is how much money have they made? Okay? So if you have the same people in the room and they've all done it before, you need to next look at who's made the most money. Well, why? Well, ultimately, I know this sounds dumb, but whoever's made the most, more than likely, has the process down better and can help you more, right? It doesn't really make sense that, well, hey, I'm more qualified, but I've made less doing the same thing. Whoever's making more probably means they have a better team, better systems, better fulfillment, better process on re-signs, better ad strategy, marketing, whatever. So the second thing is how much have they made, right? Okay? How much have they made? If they've done what you're trying to do, but they haven't made the most money, the odds are not in your favor. Remember, this is a gamble. You're gonna exchange money for their help, and you gotta get it right the first time, or the chances are you're successful go way down, okay? So how much have they made? Okay, so now you've gone from these people have done it, how much have they made? Okay? The third and final thing that I would really look at, okay, is how long have they been around? So after this, the only final thing I'd look at is, okay, these 2 guys make the most. Let's say it's comparable. They both make, $5 million a year, whatever. Then look at how long they've been around, because if someone has been around a long time, the chances are that they have a good service and know what they're doing are extremely high, because if someone comes in and has a lot of success and then they go out on the market, there's probably a reason for that. They were either doing unethical things, they're a one-hit wonder, they don't know how to adapt to different marketing strategies. The marketplace in online marketing is similar to the stock market. It's gonna have ebbs and flows, and you have to know how to coordinate and kind of get through those paths to stay successful for a long time. So when you're trying to hire a coach, it doesn't matter if it's me or someone else. Whenever I talk to someone, here's typically what I say. I go, look, especially with trainers, right? But I've built a 7-figure B2C and a 7-figure B2B business. So here's what I'll tell people. I'll say, look, I've done it in both categories. I've built a 7-figure B2C business as a trainer, and also a 7-figure B2B business helping other businesses, right? So most people who come to me fit one of those 2 categories. The next thing is then I've also gotten to an 8-figure level. So if I've gotten to an 8-figure level, there's not gonna be a lot of people who've made more than me, right? And I know, I'm not saying this to be biased, I'm just saying this is how I also make my decisions and coaches. I do the same thing. Finally, I look at how long they've been around. So for example, let's say another guy matches me on these two things. Well, if he's been around for 5 years and I've only been around for 2, as long as these are actually both equal, then you would go with the other guy, in my opinion, because he has more experience. Doesn't mean I couldn't help you, but you wanna play the odds. So hope this makes sense, guys. Follow these 3 rules or principles when you're hiring a coach. If you do, it'll be very hard for you to have a bad coaching experience. If you get away from these rules, even if one of these doesn't align, I'd stay away, because if you don't, chances are you're gonna hire someone who ends up making a lot of money off you and you not making so much back in return. So that's all I have in this video, guys. Make sure as always to subscribe, hit the like button, and I will see you guys in the next video.